Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Stephen Topham at the third at your service. Now we're going to talk about many things because a lot of you probably shocked that you may find out Facebook reviews of the Norfolk Railway page was a little bit of shock to everybody. Some people stopped reviewing because of that. You want to move forward from that. You want to get away from the Norfolk Railway as possible because they're not going to be honest with you. Right? That's the fact, right? Most importantly, when the Norfolk Railway says this and this and this and all of that, all the normal routine they normally would do, they don't even think about other people's actions, reviews, etc. And I said, yeah, well, you're basically telling us that you screwed up, basically. You can't just, I can't do much in a position at the moment to do what needs to be done. I know what needs to be done, but the accuracy of getting all the necessary in fact when it's shown in my face, your face, anybody else's face, you need to start realizing the Northwestern Railway Company is coming up from the surface. Why? Because the Norfolk Railway is dropping. Why? We all know why. But then you've got to realise I know everything they're doing. Right? I just gotta really let it play out a little bit, right? I understand that. But when you see brokers and or money brokers and all of that, that tells you they are either, let's say, the Norfolk Railway is broken. Why? There's many things that will explain the explainable, right? But you have to explain it. Why did the Norfolk Railway are asking for loan sharks as another one? You may be saying this is why the money brokers are coming in because they put it on a review to let you know they are broke because they haven't got no more money. They can't run the system right. They can't drive it. They drive the engines to the full to the degree. But have you noticed the way they've been playing around the way they are at the moment? They're getting loan sharks, they're doing this, they're getting extra money, which they can't pay back. So what will happen to the Norfolk Railway when they got all of that down the toilet? They will cease to exist because the whole railway itself, the Norfolk Railway, won't stand for much longer because they're taking the loan shark out every year just to keep up the money. Right? The community doesn't want to go near it. That's strike one. Strike two, a loan shark, which is why I said money brokers do come in different directions, right? So realistically, you're looking at it, you're seeing it, you're hearing it, and you're feeling it, and you feel like there's many things that could go desperately wrong, right? When you see the the Facebook reviews and everything else, you're going to see loan sharks with emails, with telephone numbers, etc. Money loaned, right? It's a loan shark. So she's like Norfolk Railway do a lot of money, you know, doing it through loan sharks. So they're gonna be in debt by the time they try to get everything off the ground and try and start it up. I said, if you want to be honest with the community, you have to stop getting a loan shark because you'll be in debt. Number one, you could not get a loan shark. It will put you in debt, and the Norfolk Railway won't survive. Why? Well, if they didn't boot, let's say, all the mistakes they did, right? All the setups, all the rigging, all this loan sharking. What happened to the Norfolk Railway if they did it just from the bottom up? They get the honesty, they will get respected, and they will get trusted. But they're not going to get that because they broke what is broken, right? So you got loan sharks, so they got getting money, they are loaning money out from other people, and they will be in debt by the end of the year. but they're trying to pay it all back, but they can't. They've been dishonest with you, right? That's fact, right? When many things can go very wrong, right? I know it's a shock in the system of the eyes of people to realise what they're getting money brokers and loan sharks and all of that. I said the North Norfolk Railway isn't capable of that normally. Normally it's a heritage railway, not a bloody business. What does a business do? Fuck up, excuse my language. But it makes a valid point, right? You can't just go, I got this, I got that. No, what happened is one of these days they're gonna get. They really got caught. No, I really caught them out this time, down from the bottom up. I said, you booted us all out. Strike one. Strike two. Rigging the system. Right? That's strike two. Then asking for money from loan sharks or money brokers. Strike three. So what happens? Puts the Norfolk Railway into debt. Then it will actually close down. That's number two. And then the railway won't run properly because there's no money in the bucket anymore. What happens? They screwed up. So when the railway screws up like that from the bottom up, booting me out, booting everyone else out in 2019, building up by rigging the system as well on top of that, and then adding on the money brokers, loan sharks, just to get money, just to keep them in check. I said there's too much involved. Then Facebook reviews get falsified because of that. I said, yeah, well, now you can see why they got spammed. Right? Because they were desperate for money. Shark. When something has been left on a review page, they tend to leave it there as a mark. Right? It's not my doing. Don't blame me and don't blame anyone else in the community. You blame the North Norfolk Railway for their actions. And that just cost them the biggest consequences in history. Right? They got a bloody big debt to pay off. And that's why all the money's gone up. So what happens with the North Norfolk Railway or the North Western Railway Company? Right, the North Western Railway Company is still safeguarded. Right, the North Norfolk Railway doesn't give a shit. All they care about is this. This is why they go on to loan sharks, get money. You know, they're in debt now. Now you know why the money goes up. Right? Now, they don't want the North Norfolk Railway before 2019, we were always been honest, right? We've been straightforward. We told people to back off for a lot of reasons because they were interfering in our private lives, right? You don't expect the staff to do that as well, you know. That's another strike. That's four. So what happens? Four bloody problems, four big problems, right? You're gonna find out the North Norfolk Railway's broke. They haven't got any decency. All they care about is our money. Right, your money, I will say. Right, because you're a customer. Right? You're going to say, no, I'm not paying you because we know what's going on behind closed doors. Right? So when that started at the bottom, like I stated, right, I told you it's piling up nicely. Right? People's reputations at the bottom of that got hurt. Even mine, may I add. Right, it built it up and then it got rigged, then loan sharks come in, then people's names on top, underneath. Then you've got everything else. Now look at who's in debt. The Norfolk Railway's in debt because they took a loan from a loan shark. And the loan sharks are very dangerous. Right? When certain people spam on the North Norfolk Railways PLC's Facebook page, they are saying money, money. Right? When people look at that, they might think, oh, the community and everybody else will think that the North Norfolk Railway is asking for a loan. Right? That's the first thing that will come into your heads. When I saw it on Facebook, I thought, what the fuck? Excuse my language. But that makes a point. You know, the North Norfolk Railway is not going to give you anything anymore. They're in debt. they could be closing down and they could be lost. And like I said, the actual problem lies within inside the building. Right? When the management are in there, they're probably going on at night time and trying to solve this problem, and they cannot because they rigged the system. They lied. They got a loan shark. They've got money brokers in play, and they everything else on top. Ding 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 ding. It all adds up. Then, then they will look at the bottom of the pile to sort that out, but they cannot. So when you look realistically, just ask yourself the question. There are many ways, things as well, that could go different directions on this. Right? The Norfolk Railway itself will not be running for much longer because they broke the bloody rules. They broke the rules of the engagement. They broke the rules of actually acknowledging everything. But when they're not, they're being stubborn. They're being think they all clever, intelligent people up there. No. When you got somebody intelligent like me looking into things like this, what do you want me to do about it? I can't go up there because I've been banned because they set me up. So we already knew that because I told you I wasn't guilty. Right? That's strike one. I'm out the window because I'm cleared. Right? The other lot still want their reputations back because they say you guys are asking for money. Now you're asking for a loan shark. You wanted money off, and you've got people on the internet telling you ring this number, WhatsApp this number, and everything else. What does that tell you? When the Norfolk Railway are in the building, that's what they're doing. They keep taking the loan out every year, but they can't afford it back up because they are in debt. So the money goes up and up and up until the customers can't pay for it. And then everything will fall back on their feet and shoes, my ad. And then everybody asks, why did the loan sharks get involved in an attraction or a heritage railway like that? Right? And every day you come back to me because I've been honest with you. Right? I'd rather be honest with you and be straightforward. Right? If you don't see the signs, then you're obviously on or not on the right track. Right? When you're up there working your butt off and everything else, and the manager being dishonest with you and everything else, and lying to your face, right, and mistrusting everybody, right, in every day they screwed up, asking for loan sharks and everything else. I said, what's next on their bloody cards they want to pull out of the rabbit hat? Right, I will tell you now, if they keep screwing that up, they will end up in more debt. Right, more than anything else. You don't ask a dog for money, no way. Not even a bicycle. Right? And I'm catching you all out from the bottom up. I said, I know what you're doing from bottom up. And look where you are now. The Norfolk Railway can't stand on its 2 feet. Why? Because they broke the system. They broke the rules. They broke the regulations. They broke this. They can't even say, look, our private lives are our private lives. Right? That's strike one. They broke that by booting us all out. Think about it. So we're going back to 2019 because they broke the flame rules. We never did. The only problem is we told them to back off for one reason. Because we didn't want them interfering in our private lives. It doesn't matter if it's the second gen, the third gen, or anybody. It adds up. When you realise why there's no management or no volunteers or no employee or no staff anymore, it's because the trust is gone. The trust up there is gone because they're using loan sharks, they're using people from WhatsApp, emails, everything else, and when they want money, 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 and they say, oh, we got this, we got that, we got this, we got that, boom, 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 in and out, in and out. And at the end of the day, the Norfolk Railway isn't a business. And if you're going to keep treating it as a business, you're getting a loan shark involved to keep the money at the top with the system of the Google and TripAdvisor and Facebook, all of that on top. Then the staff at the bottom that got booted out in 2019, which includes myself, were all set up in different directions. And you lot have to realise what that's happened. So then they rig the system on top of that. Then they get the loan shark on top of that. Then it builds up and then it builds up. By the time the Norfolk Railway isn't able to pay it all back, what will happen to the Norfolk Railway? Think about it. You know, you think it's the best attraction of the year when it's the worst of it. It's the worst because you don't see the signs. I said money brokers, loan sharks, all of that should not be in the Norfolk Railway's possession. Right? They are not willing to do what's necessary to re-correct things. They're only letting it on left on the internet for your eyes to see, and then you're witnessing the truth because you can't handle the truth. Right? One day they booted me out that for one reason, because I was actually the one who was able to do the job they weren't able to do. So when the Norfolk Railway cries wolf and they want help or they want support anymore, don't give them the loan shark. That's for starters. That be a loan they can't pay back. Why? Because that's too much money, 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 money. Right? The staff will have to get used to the system here where they will have to regulate their systems. Right? They're going to have to come to terms that they were in the wrong. They were in the management were the worst of the worst. Right? You're not going to go forward now because you messed up everything. Right? So you screwed up, you messed up, and I'm here to clear it all out. And you're ending up with nothing in the end. Right? So the loan shark build up all your debts. And I said, yeah, it's true, it's logic, and it's fact. And it's not a lie, it's not a deceit, it's not dishonesty. Because at the end of the day, regardless the Facebook has told you one thing, it's actually honest. Because they told you exactly what they were up to. So when you reverse the actions going left, right, and centre, it's all adding up in truth that they were taking a white piss. Right? I'm sorry for saying that, but it's true. They booted us all out, and then they actually rigged the system. Then they lied about everything else, right, to a point. Then, what do? They get a loan. So a money broker comes on to the Facebook review and say, we will offer this, we offer that, bang, bang, right? And I caught them by the balls because I know what they were up to, right? So what happens? The Norfolk Railway don't bother about that. They just want to get the loan shark money, and that's that. And bumps your uncle. They think when they get to the top of here, which they are, they're at red flag, right? You're gonna realise they screwed up, right? That's honesty, right? I'd rather be honest with you to say, look, they started it, I'm finishing it and clearing it up. Why? Money doesn't grow on trees. That's the start. And they're not roses in the pretty garden either. But the reality factor is that you're seeing it because they're getting a loan shark, getting money, money, money. And what will happen? The loan shark will come to the Norfolk Railway and ask it for the money back when they haven't got the money to give back. So work it out. It's fact, it's logic, it's truth. Then you'll see diesel engines going forward and back as well. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? In black and white and simplified in truth. Right? It's all true, it's all facts, it's all logic, and it's all decency. There's no lies, there's no deceit, and there's no dishonesty. The only problem is that you're getting the dishonest out of them. Look where they are now. They basically screwed their own selves up because they they booted us all out, and then they start rigging the internet thinking they got better reviews, and I said, no, you have not. And I stated to them, then catching them on Facebook, and then they would say, what? Money broker? loan sharks, all of that. Right, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, knock you out. Why? The loan shark is what makes the North Norfolk Railway in debt right now. So work it out. When they got no money left, they go to the loan shark that they can't pay back. So when it goes to that, then it go up and up and up, and no one's paying attention to it because no one's realised. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I said, yeah, you started it. I'm finishing it. Why? Because I'm clearing all of it out and say they done it, not me. Right? I didn't do nothing wrong to the North Norfolk Railway. They just basically set me up. You can find it out in Fact Controller the Third or Stephen Topham the Third, not guilty. Bang! Right on the nail, and that's true. And duck story, true. Why? All facts. Right? Now you're getting all of this information and you realise they screwed themselves up. They're turning the railway into a loan shark department and saying we got this, we got that, and we just then they ask the customers to pay this amount, this amount, this amount, this amount. I said, grow up. Right? The customers will not pay high prices, number one. Number two, they would not like you to do a loan shark. Why? Because then you're asking people for a loan, which you can't afford back, which is what makes it a stab in the back for yourselves. Well, for the North Norfolk Railway in general, anyway. But at the end of the day, you got this, you got that, and that. I said, look, grow up. You know, it doesn't take a genius to look at it. And you're rigging the system of the internet as well with TripAdvisor and Google and Facebook in general. I said, look what's happening in front of your eyes. You're not even bothered about your own bloody work. You're not bothered about your own bloody jobs. Grow up! Because people are getting sick and tired of it, and so am I. But I'm getting to a point where I'm actually trying to fix all your flaming damn wash problems and lies and deceits and dishonesty. It's out the window for me. Why? Because I'm being honest. I'd rather be honest with the community in every angle. So don't dis, dis, disrespect that way just because you want money, 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 money. Right? Don't go to a loan shark. Don't go to a money broker because it won't work. Why? Because you end up in debt that you can't pay back. Right? That's what the North Norfolk Railway is actually doing. That's why they up all night trying to solve all these problems, but they cannot. Why? Because I'm telling you now, that's what they're doing. Right? I've been really useful to help people out. Not just for the benefit of the sake of argument, just to help them calm down and rest their heads. Right? Because I want them to be aware it's real life, you can't change it, it's fact. Right? The North Norfolk Railway won't be open for much longer. Why? Because of all of these problems. So, when you look back at all the problems they did, through all the podcasts that I've done recently, past, present, and future, it all adds up. Right? In the end of the day, you're going to find out the North Norfolk Railway screwed this up, they screwed that up, they screwed this up, they screwed that up, they've done this, they've done that. And then you're adding up, all the calculations are all building up. So what do? They're not a proper business, they never will be a business. They screwed it up from day one. They screwed it up for everybody else. They screwed it up for the original staff, including myself, obviously, being one of them. And then they ended up being screwed up because they've got nothing to do about it. And what happens to the staff previously beforehand? And now they've got Graham on the menu. And I said, Graham won't do nothing. He's a lazy dumb fuck, excuse my language. He won't concentrate and fix all of this problem for you. No. He's what you would call two-faced. Right? When people are two-faced, even that, you're not going to get the result you want. Right? When you get to the bottom of it, you're seeing me telling an honesty, they will be dishonest. Right? The North Norfolk Railway will be like that until they get what they want. It's the needs of of everybody else to a point, but then money comes in, the brokers and all of that, and money makers, and then people start asking, why is these numbers coming up on the screen? Why are these emails coming up on the screen? What are they after? People then work it out. You know, the North Norfolk Railway is in debt. The North Norfolk Railway will be in debt now because they've got a loan shark to pay. Thank you very much.